My favorite comment on this too was by Breezo. She said, "That's crazy. People are copying LP ideas. I'm sorry, but if you can't come up with your own ideas for a game with these many options, you need to find something better to do." Yo, bro. Okay, let me stop. What is up, guys? This is your boy Superior Simmer. Today I have some drama to talk about in the Sims community. If you guys like news, updates, discussions, and I guess drama, please hit the sub button. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I also do have an affiliate link with Instagaming to bring you guys cheaper Sims packs. If you guys click the link in the description and type in Sims, you'll see a bunch of deals for the Sims 3. Without further ado, let's get into the content. Okay, so I don't know the specific time frame of when all this took place, but a few hours ago, there was some drama between two content creators in the Sims space on Twitter. Now, this drama involves two creators, one being Ocean Sims. If you guys don't know who Ocean Sims is, she does a variety of different types of Sims content. So let's plays, mob reviews, gameplay ideas, just a variety of different types of Sims content. But she's definitely known for her storytelling and her let's plays. That's like one of her biggest things. And she has a really cool aesthetic as well. It's very different from what you see on YouTube when it comes to like her thumbnails. You can tell she's really passionate about what she does, and I'll definitely leave her channel in the link in the description if you guys want to check her out. Now, on Twitter, she went and posted this. She said, "Okay, I don't usually do this, but I have contacted this creator in the past respectfully, which led to me getting blocked/unblocked. But am I tripping? I do not want to embarrass anyone, but I am tired." And it's a picture of her Silent Pines base game video. And I do remember watching this. This is like a Life is Strange type of save file, and I think you're solving like a mystery of like finding this girl who's like, I think, passed away or something. It was something like that. It's basically like Life is Strange but in the Sims. And then you see another thumbnail saying, "Welcome to Silent Pines. This is a wholesome Sims 4 save file for Life is Strange." And if you look closely at the picture, it has the same vibe, the same font as Ocean Sims's picture. It looks like the same Sim but just in a different outfit. I mean, Ocean Sim's face is more round. This Sim has like a pickle jawline. It looks like her cousin, I don't know, but word for word, picture, Sim, it all looks the same. Now, the person who uploaded that video with the similar thumbnail to Ocean Sims is called Miss Jolly Sims. Now, I've actually heard of this Simmer before. Now, to give some context of who Miss Jolly Sims is, she makes Let's Plays as well, and challenges, and mod and G-Shade videos as well. Now, the first time I heard of Miss Jolly Sims was there was an incident that happened a few months ago. She posted this LP called Discovering Monet. Now, in the intro of her video, she went and said something that was very controversial that had a lot of people in the Sims community, especially like alpha CC players, just kind of like taken back, like kind of felt like what she said was just really off. I'm gonna play the clip for you.
As you guys know, I was a Max's girly for a while, and honestly, I wanted a refresh on my channel. I wanted to do something different, something that I haven't done, and I really do hope you guys give this a chance. I will say that my Let's Play style is not the typical alpha girly Let's Play style. I am more of relaxed. I don't do a lot of cursing, so we'll just see how this goes. But anyway, this is Monet.
I said, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Yeah, that little comment that she made, basically saying she's not loud, she doesn't curse, felt very strange that she would say that. Now, when she made that comment, a lot of people were asking like, what you mean by typical alpha girlies? She responded saying exactly what I said, typical alpha girlies. It just gives off the wrong vibes. It sounds very weird, and I know there's been a lot of stigma around alpha CCs, so I feel like she's just kind of like adding more fuel to the fire when she says stuff like this. And I know there was another big creator that responded to this video. They made a comment, I think it was Zeralia or Xmira, I'm not sure. I want to say it was Zeralia, but I could be wrong. But I know Miss Jolly Sims ended up deleting the comment, and she had this whole post basically saying how she felt like, I guess, people were attacking her and disrespecting her. It was a whole thing. I know eventually she ended up like just like deactivating her Twitter, and then she left and came back. The whole thing felt like she was just stereotyping black players who use CC, and she didn't really try to address it or, you know, like make amends. I think after the fact, like when there was a lot of blowback, she was trying to like, you know, apologize and stuff like that. And it's hard to explain, but I'm just giving you background of the type of person that we're dealing with here. This is someone who doesn't really take accountability for their actions. And this is not the first time they've been in controversy. So I want you guys to keep that in mind when we talk about this situation. A lot of simmers were just coming to her defense, you know, feeling bad for her that she has to go through this. And again, this is something that has been going on for a very long time. You know, she said that this person has copied her multiple times in the past, so this isn't the first time that, you know, Miss Jolly Sims has done this. And Ocean Sims has also said that like naming the sim Lizbeth is very weird too, because if I'm not mistaken, that is the same sim from her Lovesick series. I could be wrong, but I think that's the same sim's name. And she said even that's not even a big deal, but it's like copying the, you know, the thumbnail, the sim, the aesthetic, and then naming the sim after her own is like, you know, that's when it becomes an issue. The Ocean Sims also responded saying, I'm unblocked, but they blocked me last year when I confronted them about it at the time. They unblocked me. It was a whole thing, but I never aired it out because I truly respected this individual and I didn't want any drama. Ocean Sims has contacted this creator privately saying, hey, like, we need to talk about this because I'm noticing a lot of similarities with your channel and mine. Clearly that didn't work. This person obviously is, you know, from what I'm looking at, I think Ocean Sims is a very nice person. I think that person took advantage of her kindness and said, I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. And she has continued to do that. She's continued to copy Ocean Sims aesthetic from time to time and try to claim it as her own or just say she's inspired. But like, again, looking at the images, like you could tell this is very similar to what Ocean Sims has been doing. So after Ocean Sims posted all this, Miss Jolly Sims responded to what she said. She said the Silent Planet save file vibes was what I went for, especially since it was giving Life is Strange vibes. And those are my channel vibes at the moment. I'm sorry. And I just did an overview over the save file, tried matching the vibes that was in the save. Don't flatter yourself. Oh my good, that's insane. She said don't flatter yourself. So at this point, the gloves are off, bro. The gloves are off, and she's letting it be known like nobody is copying you. You're in your feelings. That's what I took from this tweet. And then a bunch of people basically responded to Miss Jolly Sims saying, you know, she's kind of nasty and it shows that she's guilty. And, you know, you're copying people's work. Like, it's very obvious. People are also saying that she's exposing herself as well. There's one comment here by Hilda Tick saying, be nice, put yourself in her shoes. Her feelings are valid based on the evidence. And even if it's all purely a coincidence, which I doubt, telling her to not flatter herself is some nasty work. Do better. It's very weird because like you idolize this person, you're inspired by them, but you're disrespecting them publicly. To me, that shows you don't really care. You don't really respect the person. Ocean Sims is a very cool, chill person. She gives off like mom vibes in the Sims community. So for her to have to expose all this in public after talking to you numerous times, like she's clearly reached a boiling point where it's like there's no talking to you. My favorite comment on this too was by Breezo. She said, that's crazy, people are copying LP ideas. I'm sorry, but if you can't come up with your own ideas for a game with these many options, you need to find something better to do. Yo, bro. Okay, let me stop. And again, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by someone else's work. I think when we all start off on YouTube, especially, you know, you're looking at the biggest person in your niche, like who is the biggest competitor, who's the person that's getting views. But again, Miss Jolly Sims is a big creator. She has over like 15K. But I don't know, I feel like you should still have your own type of aesthetic at this point. I don't know, it's just weird to me. A bunch of people did not like her response. They're just basically calling her like a horrible person. I honestly was trying to be fair in this video, but it's really hard to when you are dealing with someone like this who just doesn't care, who doesn't want to take accountability. It's not the vibes. Ocean responded saying, don't flatter yourself, quote unquote. She said, can you explain this too? She said, left is me, right is Miss Jolly Sims. She's like, I don't want to at you or expose you because I didn't want to make it a big thing. We both are aware of how our last conversation went last year. So wait, what the, bro, this has been going on since last year, bro. That's insane. Like, what the hell? And as you can see here, this is another instance of Miss Jolly Sims copying her video. And what makes it so weird too is that she did it with the Silent Pines thumbnail as well. Like, she keeps copying the same Sims. You would think like you would take like the aesthetic, but at least change the Sims so you can have your own type of sim. I don't understand why she's copying. Like, why would you copy the exact same sim? And then Ocean Sims also followed up by saying, I'm not trying to be messy, just adding more context. So after I cornered this creator privately, I went from being an inspiration to her jumping to my close friend, ex Urban Simmer. She said she couldn't even bother to spell her name right. And then I guess there was a conversation going on of people saying who they're like, you know, inspired by. And Miss Jolly Sims responded saying she was inspired by Ocean Sims, Ashley Plays, I think, Plummy D Sims. My bad if I'm saying Plummy's name wrong. And so many more simmers. So these are all like people who have their own aesthetics on YouTube and stuff. And that tweet was in May. Then we fast forward to October, and she says simmers that inspired me to create content is just D Sims, X Urban Sims. And then she says, no one else has had a bigger impact in my content than these two. These showed me how to enjoy my game. X Urban Simmer taught me how to storytell and play realism and purpose. So it's so too. I'm sorry, because it's like, it's so obvious that she's just trying to hide the fact that like Ocean Sims is part of this like inspired list. But again, like Ocean pointed out, she's using X Urban Simmer as the replacement. This is where it gets even crazy. So X Urban Sims Jen posted on Twitter saying, can you explain this too? It's fine to get inspiration from other creators, but to turn around and shit on the ones you took it from is appalling. There's an image here of, I'm assuming this Sim's name is Alex, and if you look, these actually look identical. Like I would say out of all the Sims she's been copying, these two look very identical. I don't know what's going on. Like I've never seen this shit before. And again, it's like, bro, this is Sims. Like everyone has their own creativity, their imagination. I just don't see why you can't just get inspired but like make your own shit. Honestly, wild. And then there was a response, shout out to X Mirror. She says, oh damn. So yeah, it's like, what the hell? And then we have another comment here by Ashley Ballard. She says, 2 out of 3, are we gonna get the trifecta? Because it's like yo bro, this is not real life. And then Miss Jolly Sims responded saying, it's a big difference between inspiration and copying, and I struggle with who I am and what I liked for a while, and that shows, but that is an excuse at Ocean Sims. I do want to say I'm truly sorry, and I'm currently taking out any video that discredits your craft. So after this, a bunch of people were just going in on Jolly. You have people on Twitter who are just watching all this stuff. You have Ocean Sims and her fan base, and then you have other bigger content creators, streamers looking at this stuff as well, basically jumping on Jolly. So at this point, it's like, what do you do? Because your back's to the wall. You know, everyone sees it. She said, Ocean has spent countless years building up her craft, and I was truly wrong for using her as inspiration for my own. You didn't deserve that, nor nasty comments when knowing you were my inspo. And I am disappointed with myself. There was only one you, and boy, do we know that. She said, you capture your audience in the best way, and I'd be lying as if I said I didn't wish I could do that too, which I'm sure I will, but finding my own way is important. I hate that I didn't do that. Instead, drawing in ideas from the very person that inspired you. You should very much be flattered because you are an inspo to many and you are damn good at what you do. Hell, all of you are. And getting impatient and dreaming of the big day you get YouTube plaque was my more important thing than being authentic, and it leads to selfishness. I hope these tweets will find you well, and to any other creators that were discredited in the process as well, I am truly sorry. I know most of you can care less, but accountability is something I am still learning. Again, sorry, and I hope all of you have a great day. And then after that, a bunch of people were just basically saying she was flip-flopping, and this is what she should have said from the beginning to avoid all this like craziness. My take from this is, I think, like I said earlier, a bunch of people were coming down on her. Again, you have Ocean Sims' fans, content creators, streamers, basically calling her out. The evidence is there. We know that you are copying. I think it just got too much for her, and the only thing she could do was apologize. And I know Ocean Sims had reached out to her and like, you know, just basically like, I guess, thanked her for the apology. So like, there's no beef between them now. But yeah, and then Ocean Sims did make a response saying, I really do love you all. I never expected to get the response I did, nor did I expect it to blow up. That was not my intent, but in the end, I feel a lot better about the situation knowing I'm not alone, or Delulu. I've never said that word before. I love you, Sims communities. But yeah, I think that's the thing too as well. Like, I feel like we all have to lift each other up and not try to backstab each other. I've been in situations like similar to this where I've been accused of stealing people's content, and I don't know how the hell, I don't really know how you steal Sims news, because it's Sims news. Like, everyone's gonna talk about the same thing. But I think we all need to just be better at lifting each other up and just being more supportive of each other. And not like try to discredit other people and all this other stuff. So I'm glad like this was resolved. But yeah, this was something that was very big going on in the community, and I think we need to shed light on stuff like this so it doesn't happen in the future to other people or to Ocean Sims again. And I hope again Miss Jolly Sims has learned her lesson. But yeah, this is all the information for today. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. This has been your boy Superior Simmer. Stay cool, stay awesome, stay simming, and have a good day.